Hi, this is Amy from paperandspool.com. I'm here today to show you my week in the life finished 4x4 album. So this is just a small album. The album itself I got on sale at Winners, which is like the Canadian version of TJ Maxx or Marshalls. It was a kit. It's We Are Memory Keepers. I did add more page protectors to it than it came with. So if you find this album, it doesn't come with this many page protectors. I had some 4x4 page protectors on hand. So I really enjoyed, I used my stash for this project this year. I've used the kit in the past, which was fun. I do like the kit, and my two albums that I made from the kit were really fun. But I was just finding myself a little tired of the same format, really similar looking kit every year. And so I went totally out of the box for this one and used up some stash, which was really fun. So this week, I did the same week as everybody else, or as that Allie did, the week of April 17th, and we had Max's birthday party. So I tried to keep the journaling within the day. So this is the Monday stuff here. There's not much written down except for this facts about me. And I did this 4 times, one for each member of our family. So Max was the first one because this was his birthday. But then I just printed out my journaling for the day. This is Courier New in 12 point, and just trimmed it down because I had already stamped these. I didn't want to double stamp them. The mega date stamp is really hard to turn. If you have it, you know what I mean. And I didn't want to go back and do all that turning again. So I just cut these a little bit smaller and slipped them into the pocket. I didn't even adhere them. They're just going to stay pretty easily. Oh, and I had a little bit of spillover of Monday photos here onto the next day. And then Tuesday, these little clear, they're plastic, I'm trying to think of the word for it now, transparencies, were in a Studio Calico kit 2015, I think, February of 2015. And I bought that kit so many times in sales and stuff like that that I had several sets of them. So I used a full set here in the album. But I really like, they're brightly colored. I just put them on a 2x2 piece of white paper with a staple, and it just brings a really good consistent look to the album. So Tuesday, Max's Pup Gang. For the extra photos and like these 4x8 photos that I have in here, I just printed these out and just cut them down, hole punched them with my We Are Memory Keepers punch that I have, and put them right into the rings. So those ones aren't even in a page protector, which I like the varied, like when you kind of look at it, there's a lot of different depth and layering to the album. So that's one of the things that and even here you can see a couple of different layers. I really like that look. So that's how I achieved that look. And a few more. And yeah, cute little Instax there that I just slipped in. This didn't come with the We Are Memory Keepers album. This was from, I bought a 4x6 Allie Edwards December Daily album once and decided not to do 4x6. So I had they have 4x6 page protectors and then the 2 side-by-side 3x4, 3x4, and I just cut one off the side to have one little 3x4. And what I liked about this is that the margin here was quite a bit larger than the We Are Memory Keepers one. Like, I don't know if you can see the difference there. And so it kind of lies in the middle, which I really liked. I thought that was kind of a fun look, again with the layering, and you can see through. So here's my second facts about me. This is from an Allie Edwards story kit, I think the Me story kit. And then I did for Chris. He is loving to have his team in the playoffs. This was back in the playoffs in April, and getting ready for another spring class in school. I left the backs of these blank, which is kind of against what I feel is probably my tendency, but I'm kind of liking it. Gives a little bit more white space. And then Wednesday, some shots from around the house, and Howling with Wolfie. That's Max's favorite stuffed animal there. This is a 4x6 Documenter kit card from Studio Calico that I cut down to be this. It's not 4x4, it's the size of the page protector. So again, just introducing another different size. This one leaves a little bit of white space here. And my journaling for the 19th. This is probably my favorite photo from the whole week in the life. I find that there's always 1 or 2 photos that I really enjoy, and this one definitely qualifies for me. Chris was fixing our shower and watching YouTube videos on how to do that. Kid mess, reading. We do a lot of reading in this house. And then Thursday, a little shot of around the kitchen. Thursday was a tough day. The kids are getting on my last nerve. We watch my cousin's kids too, and the three of them together can really whip each other up. So, but this was kind of a sweet. They were all in timeout, actually, standing against the wall, and I turned around and Max was giving the other two a major hug. So that was kind of cute. At work, my work doesn't photograph well. It's brightly colored, lots of dark wood, and so when you have a photo like that, I find the best practice in my mind is just flip that to black and white, and it tends to work a lot better. Facts about me for me: making a ton of new music games, enjoying lots of craft time thanks to the playoffs. That's the only thing I can thank the playoffs for. I become a little bit of a playoff widow. I know other people who follow other sports feel the same about their sport, but hockey seems to go on forever. I don't know, maybe it's just me. And then this one, oh, the confetti has moved a little bit. I was thinking of adhering that down, but this one ended up being really kind of a cute look with this really brightly colored confetti on top of the blurry photo of the kids playing hockey. So of course, then when the dads are all into hockey, then the kids get all into hockey, and they were playing hockey through the living room. And it's so blurry you can't even see their faces, but it was a really fun photo of Max and his younger cousin Tyson. So that was, to add some color, I added that confetti. Here's another 4x6 card just cut down to the length of the page protector with an Instax on the back, Max and Farley. And then Friday, which is kind of my down day in the week, the day I'm home getting stuff done. This was from a past Week in the Life kit. I have the digital version, so I just printed that off at the same size as my round piece that I had for the front there. This one says, "You are my happy," and then with the Week in the Life on the back. I might be one of the few, I'm not a huge fan of the Messy Circles stamp. Like, I found it a little small, but making it a little bit larger worked for me here. Max and Chris playing. Building forts out of our bunk bed. I can remember doing that as a kid, so that's kind of fun to see him getting into that, to see Max really enjoying it. Saturday, which is a big work day for me, so I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 photos, and that's it. I didn't have anything else. So I'm pretty sure that this one, which I'd been doing from the same day on all the other days, I'm pretty sure this one belongs to Sunday. Sunday we had snow again that week. We were all just anxious to get spring, and so all the snow that week just felt like, oh my goodness, when is it going to be spring? And of course, now that we're in summer, it feels silly, but at the time, we were all really anxious about it. Building snowballs in the backyard. Going out for A&W root beer, Max holding his frosty mug there. This is a fun way to get a group photo. I think, other than the picture of us all in our Oilers gear, this might be the only group photo I have of all three of us, just our feet in the parking lot at A&W. Nap day for Mom. The pup, looking cute. And then some flowers that I was looking at Walmart and brought home. And some great 4-year-old feeling right there. So that's my Week in the Life for 2017 from April 17th. Now I don't even remember, to what is that, the 23rd? Yeah. And I really love this size. It was great, kind of forced me into a spot that was outside of my comfort zone. 6x8 has become really comfortable and really easy to do, but like I was mentioning at the beginning of the video, I was looking for something a little bit different and a little bit more out there, and I love how this size just forced me to look at things a little bit differently, and all square photos was kind of a fun challenge. I did end up including a few 3x4s in there. You'll see those throughout the album, but the square size, honestly, these are just adorable when you print them out, and they're so small that I think I managed to print this whole album out, including like I just print all my digital cards out, and I cropped them in Photoshop to 2x2 and printed them all out together. So I think in total I ended up printing this whole album on 5 sheets of cardstock, all the photos, all of the journaling cards, and everything like that. So that was kind of it was a good stash busting project, and it didn't take up too many other resources as well. So thanks for checking out my 2017 Week in the Life.